Like I said, dude, sometimes you're just gonna have to leave.
We're here at Hotel Cafe. I'm Grace. This is Left My Heart in the Pit with Marlon Funaki.
Howdy.
Tell me how you're feeling after your set.
Yes, feeling great. I'm actually coming up off of a pretty bad stomach bug. I had a Jimmy John's sandwich, and I think I got like some sort of lettuce E. coli something. So like 2 days ago, I've been just yakking my brains out, but I try to not show that on stage, you know, because the performance is performance. Post show right now, I'm feeling great. Thank goodness my stomach has settled a bit. I think these are helping out. So, but yeah, I'm feeling great, feeling awesome.
Was there any moment in particular from tonight's show that stood out to you?
Oh man, I think during the song Metaphor, when the people started singing the oohs and the ahs. It's so crazy, you know, you make a song in your bedroom, right? Not thinking anything of it, but the fact that people actually know it and they sing it, it still blows my mind to this day.
Building off of that, do you have a moment from your own past that you remember coming up in music? Maybe it was at a house show or a concert that made you want to be a musician?
No, of course. And there's been a couple concerts where I've messed up pretty bad, you know, and I've thought to myself, well, maybe this isn't my strong suit. But I think, you know, this is something I want so much that regardless if I fuck up 2, 3, or 4 times, without failure, there's no success, right? So I feel like you have to screw up a few times.
Digging into your music, tell me about how has alcohol influenced your memories?
So just to kind of be on a real transparent platform. Getting out of high school, I was obviously sometimes not of age to be drinking. I think it definitely influenced a lot as far as the memory side. So go to a party, you know, get wasted sometimes and I forget. And I'd hate that. I'd hate waking up in the morning and not remembering anything, you know? So but some of the songs that I've written are about that. You know, it's like, damn, alcohol is a devil in a sense, you know, if you abuse it or if you overdo it. But it's great if you take it light and easy.
And kind of talking about your process and how you build like an atmosphere out of your riffs. How do you go into composing a riff?
Yeah.
How does that strike you?
It's actually so funny. When I'm at work, all I'm thinking about is music, right? I'm not thinking about my job. So don't fire me if my job sees this, but all I'm thinking about is music. So sometimes I'll think of like a melody in my head and I'll hum it and I'll whistle it into my voice memos. Say, hey Siri, record this. And after that, you know, I'll go home, I'll go to the studio, I'll play that memo and then I'll build off of that idea.
Curious about this archetype that you've taken on when you perform.
Of course, I kind of strayed towards like the cowboy side, but I think my roots they're Latin roots, they're Mexican roots, and I think I try to go for like the vaquero style of I guess outfit wear, you know. So my mom and my grandparents and even my father's side, we've all kind of come from a very strong Mexican root and, you know, base. So I think that's what I'm trying to do with this style. So I want to bring it out in my music, you know. I have a Mexican and Japanese heritage, so I try to implement all of that. I think the cool thing about it too is that like if you have a style you really like, just wear it, right? Just do it. Because at the end of the day, who's gonna care, right? So
Coming up in music, what you were listening to as a kid.
Grew up in an apartment complex called Monterey Village. So if you've heard the album, that's where that came from, Monterey Village. My dad, he never played the standard music that was on the radio. He was always playing some Led Zeppelin or some Beatles or some Red Hot Chili Peppers. I grew up in that background. Always, you know, I saw him doing dishes. He had the speaker just blasting Chili's. And my mom, when he wasn't home, my mom would be blasting like this Mexican rock music that just still sticks with me to this day, you know, Gloria Trevi, Hombres G, like it's awesome. I definitely grew up in a variety of musical backgrounds, so for sure.
Where do you envision yourself down the line?
That's a great question. I've always told myself, you know what, if I made enough money off of music to pay my rent, I would be happy. I mean, it'd be cool to be on iHeartRadio and stuff, you know, but at the end of the day, that's not what it's about. So I want to make music. If I could pay my rent, eat food, that's all I want, you know. But you never know. I mean, shit could happen tomorrow.
If there's anything that you want to leave your fans with.
Well, you know what? So this is gonna be a long one. So
Yeah, we're ready.
growing up in like middle school, high school, I had the worst social anxiety that I think anyone could ever have in their life. I'd have to do multiple speeches, presentations, where I'd sometimes walk up to the front of the classroom and immediately walk off just because I was that scared. But I think realizing that, man, probably at the end of that day, no one even remembered, right?
Yeah.
People sleep shit off. So if you have a dream or if you have something you want to chase, do it. Because when has it become not cool to try, right? So cheers to that.